Mustang Week, Scott, bringing this 2019 GT here. Thank you so much for coming out, man.
No problem, buddy.
Beautiful car. You've done a lot of awesome things with it. First off, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Scott, as you heard him say, from Baltimore, Maryland, and this makes car number 6.
Nice. All Mustangs?
Yes.
Yes. So tell us a little bit about your past Mustangs then.
Well, to skip a little ahead on that one.
Okay.
My very first car was a 70 Chevelle.
Oh, okay.
And when I met my wife, she was a Mustang person, and she wanted a Mustang. So we kind of kicked it back and forth, well, we wound up buying a 98 Mustang.
Okay.
That's what started it. It was hers. So I can thank my wife for getting me into Mustangs. And then, like I said, including her car and this one, this makes number 6 with plans for number 7.
Heck yeah. Well, what are the plans for number? Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. So for this 2019, what all do you have done to it so far?
Well, of course, you can see I have the Belgian wheels. Jamie has done the stripe work on it. It's fiery orange with hot rod red pinstripes.
Very unique. I love it.
Thank you. It has Steeda suspension with a strut tower bar, G-track brace, cradle lockouts, cradle braces. Oh, I'm sorry, and the Steeda sway bars with the links. I do plan on doing dual rates and the shocks and struts. Those are next on the list. Drake muscle cars, hood vents.
Yeah, I see those.
Marker light covers, their spoiler, splitters, Ford X springs, AW exhaust.
Nice, yeah, it sounded good when it was pulling up.
Thank you, compliments to Steeda. And it has a Ford Stage 2 power pack.
Excellent, excellent. So what all do you do with the car?
I daily it. I drive it every day, back forth to work. It sees rain, it sees snow, it sees all the weather, you know. I take it to Ocean City for Cruise Week. I bring it out here for Mustang Week. This is my 5th trip to Mustang Week.
Wow.
With this particular car. Just have fun with it. Take it. It's a backroads car, is what it is. It's set up for cruising the back roads. You know, we do a lot of runs out Western Maryland through the back roads, going through Contocton and so forth. And that's pretty much what I set this car up to sit there and do, is to handle those roads with no issue whatsoever. It is an A10. I do take it to the track. I do this. Probably got about 24 passes on it. Don't really beat on the car since it is a daily, but in a nutshell, that's pretty much what I do with her. You know,
awesome.
Drive it every day.
What about maybe some road course or autocross? Do you think you can see yourself getting into that? You talked about dual rates, and that's the perfect spring for it.
Yes, I have thought about getting into that. My buddy, you know, has been trying to push me to get into autocross, maybe do a little bit of road stuff at VIR and so forth. But when the next car comes, that's when I'll start playing with this one a little bit more on that. I need another car before I start doing that stuff.
I get you, I get you. And at the end of the day, let's see what we can get out of you tomorrow when we give you a ride in the EcoBoost.
I'm looking forward to it.
That's all prep for autocross. I'm excited to see your thoughts. Have you ever been in the passenger seat in an autocross event?
No, I have not. This will be my first time.
Perfect. What better way to throw you to the wolves? I'm loving it. I'm excited. I'm excited.
I've done plenty of straight line. Yeah, it's just, you know, making that left and right turn. I haven't quite done that yet. It is going to be a little different. A long time ago, I did do a driving experience at the Monster Mile in Dover, where I drove a cup car, and that was a handful. So I can only imagine what autocross is going to be.
Awesome. So you keep hinting at another car, another build. What's next then?
Well, the options are out there. I have been considering maybe going backwards, finding a 1314 GT500, maybe even a Boss 302, or GT350.
Interesting.
So it's, you know, staying S550, looking at some of the older, you know, solid axle cars, maybe even staying with an independent rear car, you know, with thinking about doing autocross, maybe the 350, or even with the Boss 302, because
100%.
You know, they're that kind of car also. But yeah, something keeps telling me GT500, you know, but I don't know. We'll have to see when that time comes.
And when I was shopping around for my 350, I was kind of going through that, because at that time they were about the same price point. I guess they probably are still today.
They still are.
GT350 versus that 1314 pinnacle peak of solid rear axle GT500. That's the peak of solid rear Mustangs.
It is.
You know?
And you know, going with a specialty car and doing something, you know, along that line. I even considered finding maybe a Celine or a Roush also as well. So it's, you know, the the options are there. It just depends which way I want to go.
Awesome. Well, it's an exciting place to be. And would you replace this car with that, or would you keep this?
Oh no, this car has to stay. The other half will not let me get rid of it.
She's attached. That's awesome.
Yes,
that's awesome.
I've disappointed her with getting rid of the last two cars that she fell in love with, my 2012 and my 2016. And she's like, no, this one stays, because she can actually drive this one.
Heck yeah, for sure. So tell me a little bit more about your passion for Mustang. I know you're active in Mustang Club of Maryland, correct?
Yes, I'm one of the vice presidents for Mustang Club of Maryland. Basically, we accept every Mustang.
Awesome.
You know, even the Mach-E. A lot of people don't like it, but we accept it, which you have to thank the Mach-E. But, you know, Mustang Club of Maryland, we've been a large club for the last, well, at least the last 6-7 years that I've been part of it. I've been a VP of the club for the 4 years of it. I did take a year break, and then I came back in as being another VP again. You know, I was asked to come back. We do a bunch of stuff in Ocean City because we do hold shows. It's a fun experience.
Yeah, I mean, MCOM holds a place near and dear to my heart. It's one of my first Mustang clubs.
Yes, and you know, where you and we first met, and we got to talking, and you know, it's all about the car. It's these cars. They're meant to be driven. They're meant to have fun with. Yeah.
I think my favorite part about the Mustang is the community. I mean, these clubs are all over the nation, all over the world. We've seen that, and building friends and relationships and communities all around a common passion that we have for this car. That's what makes it so special. It
is. The Mustang community, it's got a lot of pros to it. Like you said, you make good friends. If somebody's got a question about a car, it's something they can always reach out, talk to somebody that's knowledgeable, and so forth. And the community can be a very good help, especially if you were to get into one of the Mustang communities that does offer that kind of stuff, and that has knowledgeable people. Yeah. And it's a good thing to be a part of. Well, be sure to comment below and let us know what else you want to see on Scott's car. We see this car frequently at events all up and down the East Coast, and obviously it's not going anywhere, so we're excited to see what he does next on top of his potential other purchase here coming down the pipeline. Yes. Well, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget the most important thing. Speed matters.